Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm just going to do a tutorial on a snow globe for your nail. Start by taking backing paper. I use the back of a sculpting form just so that your acrylic doesn't stick to the back, so you can take your snowman off. So take a bead, very tiny bead of white acrylic. I used Neo Nails, and yeah, make your body of the snowman. And then after that you make the head of the snowman. You need to make the head smaller and then put a tiny bead on top to make it look like a snowman. Paint the snowman with whatever you like. It would be better to use gel. I haven't recorded myself painting it because it's that small you can't see it, but you just put tiny little dots where you'd put the stones for the buttons, the mouth, and then put a tiny orange nose to resemble a carrot, and then you have your little snowman. Oh, I also put a blue scarf on, but yeah, you use the tiniest little brush or a dotting tool to paint that on. In order to build the globe which goes around the snowman, you take UV or gel, sculpture gel, and place it on the top of a round, shiny object. I use the top of a Sharpie pen, and just make sure it's nice and big. It's better to be bigger, that way you can file off if you've done it too big. So yeah, you put that on. Sorry, I've gone out of screen a little bit, but I am just putting on the gel and then making sure that the snowman's going to fit inside or is smaller. And then we put it under the lamp to cure it, and then you clean it off with some residue wipe off so it's not so sticky. Pop it off, go round in circles, pushing it very lightly, and then there you have your globe. Give it a good clean on the inside. Like you see, I'm checking that it fits again. Clean it on the inside and put no wipe top coat on the inside. Before I did that, sorry, I did file it to make it smooth, and I actually made it kind of rounded so it fits to the nail. Put the top coat on. I like the no wipe because then you don't have to mess around with sticky bits and nothing sticks to it if I haven't wiped it properly. Take your nail, buff over it, whatever colour you want on the bottom. I chose white because snow. Yeah, put a bit of the acrylic on to stick the snowman on. Make sure it's in place. I took the drill and I made a tiny hole for where we're going to insert the water. You might want to make it a bit bigger than mine because I did struggle to get the water in. I use tiny little crystals as they seem to work better than glitter because glitter seems to stick to the globe. So this glitter, it was the thicker, it's pre-mixed, it's blue and silver pre-mixed glitter, so I'll put a tiny bit of that in. And then it's important to make sure it stays upside down, otherwise it's just going to fall everywhere. And then what I did was poured my glitter everywhere, so I had to put it back in. And then take some clear acrylic, also used Neo Nails, and put it around the outside of the snowman. So yeah, you use crystal clear around the snowman. I did go out of camera again. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, all I'm doing is putting it round the snowman on the nail so that we can stick the globe on. So I placed the nail upside down. The acrylic, the clear acrylic on there is not quite set yet, but I did leave it a little bit so it wasn't wet. And then we take a clear bead again and go around. Do not place it where you've put the little hole, because obviously that's where we're going to put the water. So clear acrylic all the way around to seal it all, minus the little hole. I did wait for it to completely set before I put water in, so make sure you do that, otherwise it'll just leak everywhere and you'll have to start again. So yeah, now I used the top of a cuticle oil. You can use a tiny straw or whatever you want, but yeah, I found that this was more effective. I tap it a few times to get the air bubble to the top. Also dropped it. Yeah, so you just need to keep putting it until you haven't got any air bubbles in. It's all right to have a tiny one because then it looks more like a snow globe if it's got a tiny little one in there. You can tell it's water then. Dab off the water. You can see a little bit of my glitter's gone everywhere and water's gone all over. But I got all the water in and that's what matters. Yeah, we're taking a clear bead of acrylic again, and we're going to place that over the hole. You'll probably see a tiny little drop of water falls out, but it didn't affect it as it still dried on and closed the hole. So there you have the Christmas snow globe with a snowman inside. Why don't you give it a go? Let me know what you've done. Tag me in whatever videos you've done or a picture of it. I'd like to see what you guys have done. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Finalizing.